maniac on the road. I'm like, slow down, watch out. I'm gonna do it. There's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, hey, you know what? We have Nicole Tran here. She's a dear friend of mine. She's up from LA. She's very successful. She's the hardest working comedian I've ever met. She's the reason that I found out that I needed to go to open mics. She was like, well, would you go to any open mics? I'm like, no. She goes, I'm going to pick you up at 8. So she took me here to this open mic, there to this open mic, here to this open mic. She got me a set here at this place. She got me a guest set there. She did this. She drove me all the fuck around the Bay Area. Really helped me figure out what I'm supposed to be doing in this. You know what I mean? Not only do I enjoy all the open mics, I love the community of comedians that we have. You know? And what happened is that Ilya, a few months ago, said, I'm interested in being a comedian. And I said, you know, the best way to do it is to do it. And so guess what? I said, I'll pick you up at 8. And I brought him to this open mic. Then I brought him to that open mic. Then I brought him to this open mic. I got him a guest set here. Got him a guest set here. She helped me up and I helped him up. And I just think it's beautiful. So I love you. I love you. Anh your nom. I can speak Vietnamese also. So anyway, that's how smart I am. Okay, so so I want to also point that out, and that I've been taking pictures of people, and I'm like, okay, well, so for my memorial, let's get some shots at this show, and let's do this, whatever. And so it became a joke that is for my memorial, okay? But I want you to know that I need these all for my memorial, so all the pictures that we have. What I've noticed is that there have been comedians that have helped other comedians say, you know what? This was a good tag for this. Like, Ilya's like, you know what? He should say this instead. And then we tell them, they're like, thank you, right? And then I get a tip from somebody, I get a tag from somebody, I've got an opinion about something. I just think it's really great. And I guess, like, you know, I think I'm cool and everything, but I know I'm older than everybody. So, like, I'm pretty much like, thanks for tolerating me. And they're like, what do you mean? We all love you. We like your vibe. You bring the, you bring the cheer. You bring the, Karen, or the, I don't know, old lady, white lady. But in a cool way, of course. So I've enjoyed watching the other comedians grow, and I've just really enjoyed it. And so I wanted to say thank you so much, Nicole Tran. And I had my own show at the San Jose Improv, and Nicole was on it, and so was Ed. So, like, that was a big deal. I mean, it was in the, the COVID thing or whatever, so it kept getting changed. But anyway, but they were on my show, so this is a very great thing. And you're up here from LA. She's really worked hard, and she's been on all kinds of things. So I always would say, you're the hardest working comedian I know. And you did it. So you deserve all of everything you're getting. You deserve all of that because you're the hardest working person. And I really appreciate you exposing me to the open mics and the kind of like, you gotta ask, you get in there. And you like, whatever. And I know you only like me because I'm a white lady. With light eyes and white lady light eyes. I know that's the only reason you love me and help me, but whatever. At least I've got my 2 Chinese sisters here. You know what I mean? Talk about a great hip to waist ratio. I gotta say, ladies. I love you, ladies. I don't really know you very much, but like, I'm glad to see you around. Like, we don't see each other that much, but now we're seeing each other again, so it gives you another chance to fall in love with me as well. But even, like, I could be home watching DoorDash. I could be home ordering DoorDash, watching TV, or I could be out, like, just fucking around with you guys. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's therapy. Sometimes I gotta say, this is what happened. I hooked up with this guy and he was so young. When he went down on me, he not only didn't know the alphabet, he didn't know know how to say it, draw it in cursive with his tongue. All right, sorry, I messed that one up.
The other way around.
Yeah, it was the other way around. I'm a reverse cougar. A regular cougar is an older woman that goes after younger men. I'm an older woman that the younger men are going after. Reverse cougar. So, my shoe game's on point, and these guys were like, hey, your fit is dripping. So I looked that up, and that means sexy and fashionable, so I'm like, that's right, yeah, it is dripping. What, are you trying to rizz me up? I'm just here standing on business. W in the chat. You're doing too much. Sigma. Skibbity, Ohio. 6'7", 41. There's all these things. You guys have no idea all these languages. So then I realized that people were pretty young when they were saying those words. And so then I was like, I gotta have an age restriction on this. So you have to be at least 10 years old when the Twin Towers came down to ride this ride. That's just what I came up with. There's a little math there. I'll give you a little time. Not that much because I'm on a clock here. So this guy's like, it's 1 a.m. on Instagram. He's like, sup? And I'm like, I don't know, sup with you. Who are you? What do you want? What do you want? And he goes, oh, you know what? I think you're really attractive. I'd love to take you out to dinner. Or we could just hook up. And I said, you know what? I appreciate your transparency, Benjamin. I just have a follow-up question. How old were you when the Twin Towers came down? 4. 4. Harry the one. Close enough. Okay. So he comes over and he takes his shirt off and he has washboard abs. And I go, are those your abs? He goes, they're your abs tonight. So I did a couple loads of laundry on them. And then he did a load on me. And then his fingers were involved, and I was like, my God, your digital dexterity is outstanding. And he goes, I'm a fingerboarder. And I'm like, what? So he finishes me off, and he goes home. I look up what is fingerboarding. It's those little tiny skateboards. Those little tiny little skateboards with the wheels. They do this. That is so gay. Anyway, I'm not inviting that guy back because that sport is going nowhere. I was at a fashion show a couple weeks ago, and these 2 young guys were like eye-fucking me as I was walking by, and I'm like, do I know you? And they go, no, but we want to know you. And so then they separate each other on the couch. Anyway, they both ended up at my house, and I checked their passports, and they were born in 2000. Okay, wow. So I was like, oh, wait a minute, that seems too young. But since there were 2 of them, I added those numbers together and realized that is age appropriate. Okay, so like the one guy, he's down there, I go, what are you doing? He goes, I don't know. And I said, look, take your tongue and write, in cursive, write the alphabet on my clit there. So he looks at me and I go, you don't know cursive, do you? Anyway, so I'm at Crossroads the other night, and I meet these 2 young guys that are doing something with their clothes. Come on in. Picking up their clothes, and they were making fun of each other or something. I go, you know what? This sweater is vintage. It's impeccable. It's beautiful. It fits you. You gotta get it. And what about you, sailor pants? There was a guy that had sailor pants on. 2 young guys, like very young. So I showed him my card because I help guys like with their image and their clothes. He takes a picture of it. 15 minutes later, he's like, hey, I think I'm going to need your expertise on some things. I've really enjoyed our conversation at Crossroads. And I said, what is going on here? You know what I mean? I go, are you trying to rizz me up? He goes, yeah, maybe I am. What's it to you? I go, I just want to make sure I'm on the same page. Okay? So, so he comes over and, okay, thank you. He comes over and I'm like, this is weird. I don't think this is good. And he goes, no, it's really good. And so he's down there and I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes, I don't know. And I said, with your tongue in cursive, write the alphabet. So he looks at me and I go, you don't know the alphabet, do you? Anyway, the long and the short of it is, I'm a pervert, and if this, this is what's coming my way. I am open to age-appropriate men. I'm not open to women yet, but it's getting a little close there. And I'm thinking, well, I could be a lesbian from like the waist up, maybe, but it's just the other stuff. I'm just, you know. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I love it. Thanks for listening.
All right, that is up.